Now Luffy's quest to become the king of the pirates has begun. He's found an unlikely friend and crewmate in the fearsome pirate hunter Zoro. But Luffy and Zoro are separated and run afoul of the ruthless pirate Captain Buggy and his gang. Meanwhile, Luffy meets Nami the thief, who specializes in robbing pirates. With an untrustworthy thief at his side and enraged pirates on his tail, Luffy's career on the high seas is already in big trouble, and he's about to learn the terrible secret of Captain Buggy's success. One Piece, Chapter 10, Incident at the Tavern.
Hello, all my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation, Jim's Nerd Nation to be exact. I, of course, am Jim, here to review Chapter 10 of the amazing and epic tale of One Piece. Chapter 9 left us with all hell about to break loose. Luffy has been tied up and brought to Captain Buggy, Buggy the Clown, by Nami, and she has given him up in exchange to join his crew, and mainly just so she can, infiltrate the crew and re-steal the map of the Grand Line, but then take his treasure in the meantime. So everything starts out with them drinking and having a good time at the tavern. And everybody's kind of, slapping her on the back and, hey, new girl, have another drink, let's get drunk. And so she's just hammering them down with them, and she basically says to herself, hey, I can outdrink any of these fools. Pirates are so stupid. I'll just, I'll get them all to get drunk and pass out. I'll re-steal the map and take the treasure, in the meantime. So at any rate, and then she winds up going out and visiting Luffy. Cuts to Luffy in his cage. And I love the way the art style is, and I've heard that it evolves, and that's great. I mean, all artists do evolve, but right now I really like the way that Oda conveys some of the just some of the emotion with a picture. The pictures are worth 1,000 words. They show this picture of Luffy, sideways with his, with his mouth on the bars, trying to chew through the bars to get out, because he's determined, he's driven, and he's not going to let being put in a cage stop him from his ultimate goal, So, so anyway, I just thought it was, to me, it was kind of a cool panel, a cool scene or whatever that was on there. So, but Nami comes out and she, talks with him, and she gives him some food and stuff, and it's funny because, he's starving, and that was the whole, goal in Chapter 8 was he was trying to, to get food, and that's how he wound up, getting carried off by the bird and ending up in this situation to begin with, because him and Zoro were hungry. So she gives him some food, and he immediately goes and forgives her for what she did and says, maybe I will still let you join my crew. And she says, absolutely not. She doesn't want to have anything to do with pirates. And, we find out a little bit later in the chapter why. But at any rate, Captain Buggy, or Buggy the Clown, he then, comes out and basically says, hey, listen, just talking to Luffy and says, hey, it's too bad that your partner turned on you here, or whatever the case may be. And he winds up putting in, has one of his subordinates, one of his crew members, load in one of his special buggy cannonballs, and which they do, and aims it at a row of homes. At first, it looked just like it was one house, but shoots the cannon, and I mean, this thing just fucking levels like a block, And then he even says, he goes, if it was a smaller town, it would have taken out the whole town, So whatever is in these bad boys is definitely bad juju, So anyway, so he loads it up again and points the cannon then at the cage that Luffy's in, and he looks at Nami and says, "Here, prove your loyalty. Prove that we did the right thing by bringing you on. Light the fuse and blow him away, And anyway, so she goes back and forth for a couple of pages and panels just kind of saying, I don't know. And at first she tries to talk them out of it, and she says, hey, no, let's just continue drinking, And everybody but Buggy, of course, is down for that. And Buggy says, no, you're going to kill him, And she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. Goes back and forth. Anyway, one of the things that she says that was kind of profound was that she says, I'm not going to go and sink down to your level. I'm not going to become a murderer like you. And then right before Luffy thinks he's actually going to get shot, he looks at her and he says, that's what you get. And She says, what are you talking about? And he says, no, that's what you get when you deal with a pirate. Being a pirate, and he actually says, it means being prepared to risk your own life. So his whole thing is that I have this goal, this end goal in mind, and it doesn't matter what comes between me and that goal. I'm going to climb mountains, swim oceans, whatever I have to do. And that's kind of where a lot of my respect for the character comes in. You know what I mean? Because he has a clear focus on what he wants to do. He's not going to let the little shit get in his way. He's not going to let it cloud his judgment or slow him down. This is where he's going. This is what he's doing. He's prepared to die if need be. It's not the first choice, but he's prepared. He's met with his maker. He's, you know what I mean? He's at peace with it if it happens, because he knows that he died trying for the cause that is important to him. So that was pretty profound. Anyway, and I'm sorry I got so long-winded with that, but in the next scene, Nami goes, and as expected, she's not going to be a cold-hearted, ruthless killer. She goes and pulls out what I can only describe as a pocket-size extendable bow staff, similar to the one that, if anybody ever watched like the Ninja Turtles that Donatello used. That's what it looks like anyway. It's not like a nightstick. This thing looked like it was full size. And she just, bashes the pirate that's closest to her. But nonetheless, though, Buggy, of course, is pissed off. He's, you're a traitor. Why would I have ever let you into my crew? And of course, he's only let her in for 15 minutes now. But still, it's a respect thing, and it's like, hey, we trusted you and let you in, and this is what you did to us. So he sends everybody after her. She is kind of torn between the fuse has been lit now for the cannon and the buggy ball that's going to destroy Luffy. So it kind of goes cutting between her trying to keep the pirates off of her that are charging at her, and she's also concerned with the fuse, trying to get that out, and then it's going to Luffy, and he's chomping on the bars. He doesn't want to die like this, of course. And at any rate, it winds up being, at the end of the chapter, everything, Zoro winds up appearing, and he winds up appearing and knocking some of the pirates on their ass, and the day is saved, so to speak, at least for the time being. So one of Buggy's crewmates, says, it's Zoro, or the Great Zoro, or Zoro the Pirate Hunter. Somebody refers to him as that. So Buggy the Clown, immediately thinks that, that Zoro is coming after him because he's a pirate, bounty hunter. And he says, oh, so you're here to, to collect me or to get me, bounty hunter. And he says, no, actually, I have zero interest in you. I'm not doing that anymore. I left that life, that sort of thing. And but Buggy the Clown, who's just looking to pick a fight and just looking to kill somebody today, or so it seems, he says, well, you're going to be a great feather in my cap. And and I liked it because Zoro, who's also got balls, and he's got the swords to back it up, he looks at him and he says, you better be careful before you don't have any feathers in your cap, or before I cut the feathers out of your cap, or however he refers to it. But pretty much just, it's that badass mentality of just don't even make me have to go there with you. So Buggy the Clown, though, of course, we know that he has eaten one of the demon fruits, and we don't know exactly what his powers are, but he certainly has the confidence and the swagger that he's gonna go after Zoro no matter what. So he does, and kind of says, hey, come on, bring it, and all the crew members are egging him on, get him, Captain, that sort of thing. And Zoro just basically says, all right, man, it's your funeral. And the chapter ends with a full-page spread of Buggy being, sliced into an arm being sliced off, a leg being sliced off. So Zoro gets him, or at least it appears so. And then Luffy goes and says, well, that was easy, So that's where the chapter leaves us. And my opinion is that the shit's going to get thick in the next one. Either it's going to be a fight or flight type of situation. Not really sure, but I don't think it's the last that we're going to see of Buggy the Clown. So, hope you enjoyed the review. Remember to comment, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll certainly look to catch you here, Nation, in the next one, which will be Chapter 11. So, thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you once again, brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation, for watching yet another review. This being the first one in double digits, if you hang around until the end, on top of the usual subscribe and other video buttons, you may or may not catch a sneak peek of my first rendition and try at drawing manga.